I am Tyler Dye, and I play Captain Falcon in Super Smash Brotherhood. I play John Bonerson in 420 News. And essentially, I just help out wherever I can within anything Zaandarbrow related or within the trio of Sadistic Joker Productions and Willow Luck, I guess not trio, but quadruplet, I don't know.
Falcon Punch!
I knew Willow Lackett from meeting her at Full Sail for a little bit, but I didn't really talk to her much after that. I would see them every now and then, but then they had a Jedi Lightsaber Academy, which is basically a club that goes over choreography, not just choreography, but also basic martial arts and all that. Eventually what happened, we got closer in that group, and ever since I've just been around more after that. And it started off actually with 420 News. T.O. was like, hey, do you want to be in an episode of 420 News? I was like, fuck it, I'll do it. And that's what happened, and I started getting, not just getting more involved, basically it just started from there on, from that first episode. Then basically I've just been intertwined in Zaandarbrow and a lot of things that came out of it ever since. I had no idea where they were at within their story. I was familiar that they did have a YouTube channel, and I didn't really pay much attention to it. I paid a little more attention once I started actually working with them to see what I'm working with. As far as my character goes, hindsight, he is a shoehorn character. It wasn't anything that I suggested. They just said, you'd be a really good Captain Falcon. I'm like, oh, okay, how y'all can incorporate them? They explained it to me, and then basically I just worked with them. I'm being Captain Falcon. I do plan on do more projects other than that with Mr. Astamaniac channel. The only thing I really did with my own channel is do some fan edits, just practice my editing so that whenever we actually film content I want to create, I can actually bring the editing up to par. So, yeah. Did I help out in any chapter of Smash Bros, and did I help out in the writing of the scenes? I haven't seen any prior to that. Basically, when I came in and they asked me for the help, that's when I started watching it and started paying attention to what I was working with. So I'm not like some shows that like to disrespect the content. Teen Titans Go. Yeah, I actually like to respect the show for what it is, and I actually like to, if I'm going to help out in any writing, I want to see what they're doing first, and not just do whatever the fuck I want to do. But yes, I helped them out a little bit, and basically worked with the director, Will Brower, and basically trying to respect his vision on it. That was a key component to it all, is I always consulted him with what he really wanted. I didn't want to drift too far from what his vision is, because as a person, anybody who writes, they also have a certain vision that they want, and I'm going to school for film, so it can be quite frustrating when the crew is going away from the vision that you have seen. So I helped out quite a bit, but I'm not going to take any of the credit. Will Brower was the one actually pushing it through. He was the one that was basically making sure it does happen. And basically we were just all working with him on that. How is Patrick's directing versus Will Brower's directing? They are initially different styles. Really the complaints I have is organization. Sometimes we have a hard time doing that. We're getting better at that. Will's style is essentially we have to communicate quite a bit in order. Like, he knows what he wants. Whenever Will sees something that he does want, I do my best to try to let him do it, so I can see what he means, so I'm not interrupting him, so I'm not stepping on his toes for it. As far as Patrick, it seems like he has a more defined vision, and he tries to talk to people prior to that. And in my time working with Patrick, it seems like I had a more clear vision of it. He'll, like I said, sit the crew down and tell them what needs to be done. And we'll talk about it for a little bit. Then we'll actually go off to do it. Will Brower, it's like, let's get the hell up, let's do this shit, and then we'll talk about it on the way, and we'll talk about it on set. A lot of times that can be very frustrating, but he's getting a lot better with his communication with the audience. We're working with him on that. Not the audience, my bad, the set and the crew. But they're very different styles. I guess the big difference, the big statement would be to say, Will is let's go, let's do this, and Patrick is let's talk about it, let's plan it out, let's think about it, then let's do it. I would suggest having Captain Falcon. I know it was talked about that Captain Falcon, what the crew wanted, what Brower wanted is want to emphasize Captain Falcon's relationship with Ash, which is, like I said, not like I said, but like other people said, I feel he's kind of shoehorned in there. So with the Luigi Chronicles, what I should suggest is that Captain Falcon's has more of a story arc so that he can be more of a fleshed out character. Like he's introduced in Smash Brotherhood, but it's like, why the hell is he there? You know, kind of like how Marvel does, is they introduce characters like in post-credit scenes, and then it's like, oh, that means they're going to have a bigger role in the next film, unless you're Thanos. And, it's like, I would suggest fleshing out Captain Falcon's character more out, fleshing out his relationship with Ash, and do whatever you're going to do with that. Don't force it in there, but make it like a natural part of the story. Since I arrived, initially our choreography matched how limited our knowledge was about combat. I've been in the Army for 4 years, so I did what I could with the Army for 4 years and Krav Maga for a year. And I did what I could with the knowledge I had. But I didn't have a larger expanse of knowledge on traditional martial arts such as Kendo, Eskrima, Aikido, just a variety of martial arts. Justin Clement came in, and like I said, I re-met Will Brower and Willow Lackett through the Jedi Lightsaber Academy, and Justin Clement comes in and displays a lot of information, and we ended up going with him and learning a lot more about traditional martial arts, learning how it incorporates into other movies such as Star Wars. Star Wars not only has the kendo and the choreography of it, but it also matches the philosophy of it. Getting really deeper into how martial arts is. And once we're all getting an understanding of that, it seemed to improve our choreography even more. Now, it was very decent. It was very decent before. There was some kind of idea. But we were also going off of what we've seen in Star Wars. We never fucked around with a sword. We never, truly, played with swords in a way that's a proper form. But when we started doing Jedi Lightsaber Academy even more, we started getting more proficient at it. We started having a variety of perspectives and teachings to form what our fighting style would be. And then we would look at the characters and be like, okay, this fighting style definitely suits this character. So basically it improved quite a bit since I arrived. Not because I arrived, but it's arrived just because of Jedi Lightsaber Academy alone. What order would I watch Young Mario Brothers, Super Smash Brotherhood, and Luigi Chronicles? Watch however the hell order you want. I don't know. It's I would honestly just watch Smash Brotherhood first. It's kind of like with Star Wars. You watch the original trilogy first, then you watch the prequels just to get more into it. The reason I say watch Smash Brotherhood now is because I feel you're getting a better experience out of it, more entertainment value out of it. Not to shit on Young Mario Brothers. It's just Young Mario Brothers. It's a different time. It's a different setting. It's a different situation. It's about people who had a camera, had costumes, and was having a lot of fun with it, which isn't a problem. It's just even within film industry, there's a lot of things you don't do. There's a lot of There's a level of professionalism here. And that's what it is with Super Smash Brotherhood. The professionalism is there, and it's developing even into a more mature background. I'm not sure how the environment was in Young Mario Brothers. I only go by what I hear. And as the Luigi Chronicles comes out, that's going to be better, but I don't want to say anything yet. It's not released yet. But it seems like that it's going to be better. But Luigi Chronicles is kind of like Force Awakens. You see Force Awakens, and you know it's a sequel to Star Wars. But to me, I wouldn't even watch that first. I would watch the original trilogy, then Force Awakens, and then the prequels are kind of, if you want to, go ahead and check them out. But don't expect it to be what the original is. With Young Mario Brothers, it's there. The entertainment value is there. It's just also keep in mind that with later episodes they make, with later series that they make, that they are progressing their skills even more. What are my future plans for Mr. Awesome Maniac channel? Like I said, all I've been doing is fan edits lately. However, once we get done with Super Smash Brotherhood, we can start focusing on projects I want to do. There are 2 projects I want to do, but I'm only going to focus on one. The first project I want to do is a Kingdom Hearts prequel. I'm not going to say too much about it. It's a Kingdom Hearts prequel. It's and I'm very excited to get started on that. The second one is something called Grand City Brothers. And essentially, it's the Nintendo universe set within a Grand Theft Auto kind of setting. Yeah, both of them are development as far as the story goes for both of them, so that you can get a good story, it can make sense, and it can engage the audience to where it can get where the entertainment value can be there. That's my plans for now. Other than that, I do plan on doing more Let's Plays. It's just you'll see it within my videos, especially in my future Let's Plays coming up. You'll see that in these Let's Plays, I actually take the time to, in the upcoming Let's Plays, that I take the time to edit, I take the time what to say, and all that. As opposed to when I did Let's Plays before, I would time myself, I would play the video game itself, I would stop it there, but I wouldn't put forth the effort to editing. To me, those days are over. From now on, any video I do put out is going to have a lot of effort put forth into it. Anybody who's following me and anybody who considers following me, subscribing to me, needs to know that their time isn't being wasted. I hate going to a YouTube channel and it feels like they haven't tried anymore. I've came across several YouTube channels that have done that. They used to produce good content, but then they start going downhill. Now, that being said, I never started producing good content as of yet. But I'm not going to waste any people's time anymore. I am out to be an entertainer as a profession, and I'm going to act accordingly to it. Do I prefer directing, acting, or writing more? I prefer to write and direct. Acting, I do enjoy to a degree. However, I like sitting behind the scenes and seeing the overarching story. As fun as it is to participate in the choreography, as fun as it is to participate in all that, more or less, I like to see the broader picture. I like to see how does the philosophy of what these people are doing apply to the overall world which the story takes place in. I like being behind the scenes, and what's most fun for me is there will be a lot of difficulties on set where we need to come up with something, where we need to come up with a solution. Whether it be financial, whether it be finding a setting, whether it be finding the right lighting. I think it's always fun to solve problems that way and allow the story to continue. I would rather get a nicer camera. I would rather we show progression. And I prefer still shots. I don't mind moving shots, but it depends. My vision might be more traditional, I prefer a still shot. I like to shoot it as close to professional as I can. And I know what I like within movies, and I research what audiences like within their movies. So I like to get as close to that as possible. Now that's not to say I'm just going to copy and paste every good movie and just make a giant montage out of that, like what I do with my edited fan films. Or not fan films, but fan edits for trailers and teasers and such. I like to stick as professional, stay close to professional as we can, professional quality and such. So I would prefer if we could get a more professional camera and start escalating from there, getting the proper lighting, getting the proper sets, getting the proper resources to make something that could be a feature-length film. I was currently studying creative writing within Full Sail. However, I have made the transfer from creative writing over to film. And after going to college for film, my plan is basically to get anywhere within the entertainment industry I can, preferably within filmmaking. I don't care if I'm just a production assistant or if I'm an editor, as long as I can get in there and help a lot of people's visions happen, much like what I'm doing with Zaandarbrow. Basically, I just want to be a filmmaker as a full-time job for me. I love filmmaking, I love storytelling. I feel like filmmaking is the way to go with storytelling, just like literature was storytelling for thousands of years and still is today. Just like how theater was the method of storytelling for thousands of years as well. I feel like filmmaking is the one entertainment medium which people follow. For one, because it actually gets them close to life. It's a sense of adventure and escapism for the audience, and I like being able to provide for that. I think it's a lot of fun to provide for the smoke and mirrors. I think it's a lot of fun to have people feel like they're in another world, have people feel like that they're experiencing stories of other people, not just these wacky stories, but also these stories that they can very much relate to. All their anger, all their hopes, all their struggles, all their dreams. I like to elicit all that throughout whatever is made. And whatever they have me act, I try to elicit as much emotion as I feel in the situation, so that somebody who thinks similarly to myself might relate to that as well. And essentially my plan is to be a full-time filmmaker whenever I can, wherever I can. And, what are my thoughts on the current cast, and would I be willing to meet any new cast from Jersey? I'm willing to meet anyone. I'm always looking to meet new people, especially if they're serious within the filmmaking industry. Whether they be amateur like myself or whether they be professional. I'm open for knowing new people that are just as serious about creating content as I am. And, even if they're not, if they're fun to hang out with, grab a beer with or whatever, I'm open to that too. It's just, I'm going to be focused on different things. I'm going to be focused on filmmaking. I'm going to be focused on martial arts, because the reason I want to focus on martial arts is because with martial arts, you can not only explore and discover new cool new moves or cool new ideas you could implement within your choreography, but you could also explore new philosophy, new scenarios, new situations, like new dilemmas. You think you'd experience it all, but then you come across these questions within philosophy, like what if you start a group but somebody's not acting in order, so you gotta kick them out, stuff like that. Or what if this, what if that? Didn't mean to get specific about it, but basically it's like, when I practice martial arts, I explore many different aspects of philosophy, and that's very important for coming up with good storytelling content. It goes hand in hand with filmmaking, because filmmaking is all about having people elicit the emotions within people and having them explore the not exploring that, but exploring the possibilities and what they would do and find great messages, wholesome messages that people could relate to. And provide an entertaining sense of escapism, but also have people leaving with a positive outlook or however it may help them. You know, Star Wars, Harry Potter, and all these movies help people in several ways. And I hope to do that with the stuff I create, whether it would be on YouTube, whether it be professional studio content that would be seen within the box office. What are my thoughts on the current cast? I like all of them. They're really good friends of mine. I've known them for a very little bit, but I think I call them really good friends of mine. And all of them are very ambitious, and they strive to be better. And I also strive to be better in my craft. So I stay around them because I know they have the same ambitions I do. Maybe not the same exact ambitions, maybe not the same exact vision, but they definitely have a hunger, a desire to be better within filmmaking. A lot of people go to this school who lack ambition. They don't want to better. They just want to, put the check off the blocks, do the minimal work, and have absolutely nothing to do with getting a job. But I'm like, I go to school so I can get a job. I didn't go to school just to have my fuck around college days. Otherwise, I'd go to a state university. And I didn't do that. I came here to actually get a job and be recommended to other people that may help me do what I love doing. And by staying with these group of people who want to get better at filmmaking, I'm going to stick around them. What has been my favorite part of staying with this crew? I like sparring with them. I love that part too. Oh, that one's a classic. My favorite part is just the fun I can have with them. Like a lot of it is work related now anymore. But like I said, it's work I love doing. If I wouldn't be filmmaking if it's something I fucking hated. If I wanted to stay in a job which I hated, I'd stay in the Army for 4 more fucking years. But I didn't do that. I went on the Full Sail to go to school for film so that I can work on shit I love doing. And but I like the cast. I have yet to meet the Jersey cast. I'm looking forward to it. And I like how supportive they are of the projects I want to do. Sometimes I may be like very overtly critical over their projects. Sometimes I give Will Brower a little hard time over it. And I'll give a lot of people hard times because I give them a hard time because I want to see them improve as well, because I know they're capable of so much more. They have the ambition, they have the drive, they have the vision. I just want to give them a hard time so that they can push through that and make their films even better. So that one day I can go to the box office and be like, you get some big ass successful film up there. He's like, hey, that's my friend up there. This is Tyler Dye. My channel is Mr. Awesome Maniac. Thank you so much for watching. Signing out. I love that part too. Oh, that one's a classic.
Oh, John, this is what. Remind me to increase your pay for this.
You mean more of these?
Oh, yes, indeed.
Oh my God. Bless America.
And I will even throw in a rum chata.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I want to see it.
Okay, we'll just wait right here then.
Alright. But.
Alright, John, here you go. The rum chata.
Oh my God. Hey, wait a minute. This is communist bullshit.
Well,
God damn it, Willie.
oh, Willie.
Oh,
here's a Captain Morgan.
Oh, thank you.